So then guys, I cannot believe it, in just over a month from now, we should be getting our hands on the next generation of the AirPods Pro, and this will be the AirPods Pro 3. And I want to tell you about all the leaks and rumors that we've heard about them, and in fact there's 8 of them that I want to cover off today. But just a quick little history lesson where we are with the AirPods Pro right now. Well, the original AirPods got introduced back in 2019, the Pro model, and then it wasn't until 2022 when they got updated again, and that's when we got the new version that currently exists right now. But in 2023 we got a slight tweak to them where we got a USB-C added to the bottom, so you had the Lightning version, the USB-C version with that. But since then, really, we've only had kind of firmware updates with them. Obviously, we had things like hearing aids and hearing aid tests introduced to them, and there's been lots of other good great features as well. But they're definitely due a refresh now, because it's 2022, here we are in 2025, 3 years later, so we're expecting some brand new ones this year. And with that, let's get started then with number 1 leak, and that's all to do with the new design of the AirPods Pro 3. We've been told we're going to get a brand new design altogether this time, because the current AirPods Pro 1st gen and the 2nd generation, well, they're actually a very similar design, and actually you'd have to actually hold both of them to actually notice the difference. Mainly it's little bits of black on them, on the stems and things like this that are slightly different, but overall the design is very, very similar on both of them. But we've been told that a new sort of sleeker design is going to be coming out for the AirPods Pro 3 this time round. Maybe the stems are going to be a little bit more shorter. We're not too sure. We haven't actually seen any leaked pictures, but all we do know is from this leak right here that a new design is definitely on its way for this next generation of the AirPods Pro 3. But then for the second big upgrade we've heard about, and this is all the inner workings inside the AirPods, we've heard that we are going to get the new H3 chip put inside of these. We're on the H2 chip, and these are also the same chip what's inside the AirPods 4 right now. So obviously we need the AirPods Pro to be upgraded here. So the H3 chip is coming, but with this though, we're going to get even better audio processing noises. So the amount of sort of noises that it can interpret this for active noise cancellation, so the sample rate of how many times it can actually listen per second, and then actually give you these sort of other sort of tone noises to actually cancel out those noises. Well, that's going to be even better than we've had before. There's some great Sony headphones out there that will do a fantastic job of this, and it looks like Apple wanting to rival that and make theirs even better too this time round. Now obviously that H3 chip, we're also expecting it to be even more efficient, so we're hoping that battery life should be a little bit better too there. But what I'd say is lossless audio, active noise cancellation should be raising the bar one more time again, just like what the H2 chip did in the AirPods Pro 2. So this is great news to hear that Apple are doing this. But the H3 chip goes even further for the third big upgrade we've heard about, and that is we're going to get some health sensors added into the AirPods Pro. This is great news to hear. So what we're probably going to get is that kind of heart rate monitoring kind of ability. Just like the Beats headphones have right now, the Beats of AirPods, they have them. So the great news is this is coming along to the AirPods Pro as well. So whether you're in the gym or anything like this, you could actually probably measure your heart rate with this. So this is fantastic news that we're going to get this ability inside of the AirPods Pro, because it kind of makes sense. If Beats do it, then obviously Apple AirPods have to do the same, because they are the same company out there. But then for the fourth big upgrade, we've also heard we're getting another ability built into the AirPods Pro, and that is even a thermometer is going to be put inside of them to actually check your temperature. So if you're overheating while at the gym or running and things like this, it'll be able to tell you. Maybe it may even have its health benefits as well. So if you're feeling a little bit unwell, that maybe there might be something in, say, an app somewhere in the health app that you'll be able to check your temperature to see how hot you really are, because at the end of the day you've probably been to the doctors yourself where you've actually had your ear sort of tested for your temperature, and obviously AirPods could probably do this too. So this is fantastic news to hear that Apple are putting this ability inside of the AirPods Pro 3. But first guys, I just want to tell you quickly about the channel giveaway for this right here. So I'm going to be giving away at the end of September time one of these. This here is an iPad Pro with an M4 chip inside of it. And I'm going to be giving it away to one lucky subscriber on this channel. And it could be you. And all you have to do to enter it in is just do two things. The first thing you need to do is just put down in the comments below right now of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. Maybe it's going to be a new iPhone. Maybe it's going to be a new iPad. Maybe it's going to be a new MacBook. Maybe it's got nothing to do with Apple whatsoever. It could actually be, say, a Nintendo Switch 2 or something else completely different. Now, the second part of the giveaway will be happening at the end of September time, where I'll be making a video giving you more even details about the iPad Pro giveaway, including when I'll be doing the live stream, and also a little form to fill in too. And you won't want to miss out on that video, so if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell, and make sure you watch that video when it does come out. Plus, you also want to be a subscriber too, because I'm giving this away to a lucky subscriber. The other thing I just want to quickly tell you about this iPad Pro, it is the 13-inch model, and it's also got 1 terabyte of storage. So that means it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 10-core CPU, a 10-core GPU, and not only this, it's also the cellular version as well, so you can take it out and about, and I'll be giving it away on this international giveaway. But the last thing I just want to quickly tell you is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, tend to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people, or better to see right here, please do report them. But moving on from this then, for the 5th big upgrade we've heard about is that we're going to actually get live translation in the AirPods Pro. Obviously iOS 26 does give us that ability, that's coming out on the actual phone, but could you imagine this, that you'd be able to take out one of the AirPods, give it to somebody speaking a different language, and you put the other one in your ear, and then you could have a conversation, and you probably wouldn't have to wait, there wouldn't be any kind of much latency, it'd be a live translation right there and then. Obviously it could connect it back to your phone to do the main part of the translation, but the cool thing is that ability would be built in. This would be fantastic to see that Apple are going to be doing here with live translation with the AirPods Pro this time round. But then you're probably wanting to know, what about the release date and then obviously the price too? Well, let's do the release date first of all for the 7 big leak that we heard about. And that is Apple are planning to do an event on week commencing September 8th. And on that week, most likely Tuesday the 9th or Wednesday the 10th of September, then that's when we'll have an Apple event. And that's where we'll see new iPhones, Apple Watches, and potentially the new AirPods Pro 3. Now, with the AirPods Pro 3, it will probably be announced then, but you'll probably be able to pre-order it on the 12th of September on the Friday. Then you'll probably be able to get your hands on it a whole week later on the 19th of September. So that's great news to hear. And like I said, that's just over a month away from now. So that is fantastic news that they are coming out then. But then finally, for the last bit of news, and this is all to do with the price, and obviously the 7th big leak I want to tell you about, and that is it looks like the pricing is probably going to be staying the same as what we got with the AirPods Pro 2. Do remember the AirPods Pro 2 starts at $250 US or $249 US, and it looks like that price is going to be staying the same for the AirPods Pro 3rd generation. So that's really great news to hear. But what I would also be saying with that, give it a couple of months, and probably on Amazon and other places like Best Buy and other retailers, you could probably actually pick it up even less. Possibly even with Black Friday coming around the corner after this event, you may be able to get $20 off them, $30 off them. So you might wait just a little bit longer to get that, especially that we've even seen that the AirPods Pro 2 just recently, they've even gone down by $100 at one point, down to $150. You could pick them up at one point. What was absolutely crazy to see. But obviously, you know, by that time, the AirPods Pro 2 had been out for 2.5 years at this point. But the point is, discounts do come out quite quickly on AirPods, so just be aware of that. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest we have on the AirPods Pro 3. Are you excited for them? Are you going to get any? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too, so if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you need the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.